Everyone, welcome to my channel, Chayla Cheetah Chatter of a Chayla. My name is Nia. Recently, I was watching a video by Caroline Myss titled, "The Greatest Thing You Can Do Is Decide." And it was such a powerful talk. She was talking about the power of wounds, and the wounds referred to are emotional, psychological, or any other invisible injury we carry with us. So you were suggesting that we get a higher perspective of our wounds so we do not use them as excuses or reasons for limiting ourselves. And I had such an aha moment while listening. I'll link it in the description. Take a listen if you're interested. It was such a deep message. So for the past year and a half, I've been attending a 12-step group to address my own wounds and move past them. A lot of the work involves talking about what happened in our families of origin, how it made us feel, and how it affected us. It's been validating to share about these things that have stuck with me all this time, from back when I wasn't allowed to express how I felt. And a part of the process is letting go. And so regarding Mace's talk, I was thinking, what was the higher perspective of these things that happened or didn't happen but should have? So a bit about me. My mom raised me by herself with help from her immediate family. My father lived less than an hour and a half drive away, and he would go for years without seeing me or contacting me in any way. He'd only start coming around again after my mom would reach out to him. Then I'd still only see him once or twice a year for a few years before he was completely gone. No one blinks an eye at that kind of stuff nowadays, but as a child growing up in the 80s in the conservative South US, I definitely felt different from other kids in my class, and not in a good way, especially when I would be asked about him. They would ask, "Who is he? Where is he?" And they'd even say to me, "Well, if he's not married to your mom, then he's not your dad." And there was more to it than him just not being there as I got older. For example, he might call me out of the blue to make sure I was home and tell me he was about to come visit me and never show up. Never call and say he changed his mind. No apology. No bothering to show up the next day. Nothing. Yet I continued to be open to contact from him up into my mid-20s when I just had enough of the inconsistencies and false promises. It all just felt like games. It was negatively affecting how I felt about myself, and definitely how I related to other people. I definitely do not want anyone in my life who doesn't want to be there. And so when I think about a higher perspective of the situation, well, for one, I never had the illusion of having a family of my own someday. I didn't hold dreams of getting married and having children like other girls around me. And to this day, in my 40s, I still do not. Not that having a family isn't something to want, but considering how much I was into spiritual seeking and finding myself when I was younger, part of the reason for that search was caused by these wounds of abandonment. I knew there was more to life than what I could see, and I very much wanted to find some satisfying answers. I'm thankful I did not start a family or have a child at all. I found my spiritual path and the guru I didn't know I was seeking during this time. I've moved so many times over the past decade, and I've been free to not have a job here and there and really do the things I enjoyed, even if it brought in little to no money. Mace also says that heaven never sabotages anyone. Isn't that a beautiful thought? I've certainly wondered why I didn't have a father that cared about me, provided for me, nor protected me. It occupied my thoughts a lot when I was younger, and I would put the blame on myself. While I didn't think that heaven sabotaged me, I would think, well, maybe it's my karma. Maybe I deserve to be abandoned based on something I did in a past life. Maybe something's wrong with me. I definitely figured I wasn't enough. I also wondered what my life would be like with two loving parents in the household and how I would have been with their care and guidance. I'd rather never have the illusion of wanting my own family at all, rather than be disillusioned once I got what I thought I wanted. And I'm thinking of the regretful parent Reddit thread and countless other stories circulating on social media regarding the realities of motherhood and even marriage. So many mothers out there wind up single or end up bearing most of the parenting, even in married households. Of course, it doesn't have to be that way, and there's not anything wrong with single motherhood. It's just not something I want for myself, and I know my mom did not want that for her life either. She just made the best of it. So when I take a step back, I can see the blessings of being the only child of a single mother. For so long, I thought it made me defective. It wasn't even a conscious thought. It was something I came to believe without question and didn't even realize it. When viewed from a higher perspective, my early experiences steered me away from the entanglements of family life, taught me to value silence, taught me to enjoy my own company, helped me to introspect and dig deeper, allowed me to be comfortable taking a different path, protected me from succumbing to peer pressure, made me set boundaries, and helped me feel safe to stand alone. That's not an exhaustive list, and I'm sure there's some perspective yet to be revealed. So those are some things that I was thinking about regarding this topic, and if you made it this far, I appreciate you for listening. And I'm curious, what higher perspective have you gained from having one or both parents abandon you as a child? I would love to hear your thoughts. Please drop a comment down below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for upcoming chats. Jai Guru.